When we are afraid of being on social media, it's often because we are afraid of failure. It's a fear that you're gonna post something and no one's going to like it or no one's going to even see it. But I think what you need to focus on is the message that you're trying to share. You need to focus on the reason why you want to share that message. If you have a really strong why, that's going to be able to really help you push through that fear that you feel about being online and posting. One of the most powerful ways of overcoming fears is acknowledging it for what it is and seeing it there on paper, or if you prefer, on a computer screen or your phone, but just putting it out there, getting the fears outside of your mind and seeing it in front of you. There's something really powerful about that. Look at the reasons and think about whether or not those reasons are a fact or if they're just a fear. For example, if we're thinking about why we might be scared of being on social media, the reason we might be scared is because we're afraid that if we are on social media and we post something, that we're gonna get a ton of hate comments. Yes, that's a fear, but is it a fact? If you haven't posted anything, you have no idea what the reaction is going to be. Often our mind goes to the worst case scenario, and it overshadows the fact that it's possible that things could work out, that things could work out even better than you expected, that you may end up getting a ton of really positive comments instead. Now, that being said, I do think sometimes it can be really helpful to think about what the worst case scenario is. And in this situation, let's say you post something and you do end up getting a hate comment or a couple of them. Okay, yes, it's not a super pleasant experience, but it's one that you can overcome. One of the reasons why it's so paralyzing to even think about posting something and someone not liking it is because it feels as though if we post something, whatever we post is attached to our self-worth. What I've realized in my own personal journey with this is that my value, my sense of self-worth is not tied to what I create, because I personally think that your value is inherent, that you are already valuable as you are. If you think about the fear of not being seen and not being acknowledged, if you flip that fear, what that means is you have a desire to be seen and acknowledged. Sounds like a super simple shift, but it's a really important distinction, because with the desire to be seen and acknowledged, that's something that you can actually fix. There are so many ways that you can be seen and acknowledged online. There are a ton of marketing resources out there. There are tons of guides out there. Yes, it might take time to learn these things. It might take some resources if you want to hire help, but it is possible. There's a really amazing book called Everything is Figure-Outable by Marie Forleo. I'll leave a link in the description below because I think it's a really amazing read. The whole premise of the book is that everything is figure-outable. There are some situations in life that are just the laws of nature, and that's kind of just the way life is, but for the majority of situations, the situation or the problem can be overcome. There is a way of working around it. There is a way to solve it. I think sometimes we just need a reminder that it is possible. I actually had another video planned for this week, but I felt really inspired to make this one because I felt like there's someone out there that needs this message. Thanks so much for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video.